I'm running out of time. I want to ask you just one other thing on another subject. I noticed that, they're having this big fight over in Amsterdam with the Turks, and the Turks are, Erdogan is yelling and screaming that he's being unfairly treated and calling the Dutch Hitler, and Steve King, Congressman King, got in trouble basically saying, we can't increase our own population using other people's babies and all this stuff. You became really educated in Islam and in Islamism while you were prosecuting the blind sheik. One of the reasons I feel that Trump got elected is that people got sick and tired of this idea that they were being bad guys by questioning whether Islam is a perfect fit with Western values, okay? But every time I've heard you speak on this, you always speak in a very measured way about this. What do you think our approach should be to this? I mean, I don't want to yell at patriotic Muslim people. I don't want to bother people how they pray. Nobody does, I don't think. But something really does bother me here about this onslaught of people with a value system that just may not fit with ours. Does that bother you?
It bothers me a lot, but I think the problem that we have wrapping our brain around this, and it's been the same problem for 30 years, is that the challenge came to us as a terrorism challenge, and that was the way that we understood it. So the bright line that we imposed at the beginning between who was a moderate and who was someone to worry about was terrorism. And what we have assiduously done in all these years is put our head in the sand about the ideology that fuels the terrorism, which is really, I call it Sharia supremacism. Other people have different ways. Radical Islam is kind of the general catch-all. But I think Sharia is the thing to look at, Drew, because that's what both the terrorists and the non-terrorist Islamists want to impose on not only their own societies, but on Western societies. So to me, the bright line is, if you're a Muslim, but you're pro-Western, pro-constitutional, and you don't want the state run under Sharia strictures, then we not only open our arms to you, we actually have to have a lot of gratitude to those people, because they not only fight in our military. Without those patriotic Muslims, we wouldn't have been able, for example, in my case in the 90s, have infiltrated the blind sheikh's cell and prevented a terrorist act that could have killed tens of thousands of people. On the other hand, if you are an Islamist and you want to supplant American democracy and civil liberties with Sharia, which is a repressive, discriminatory, and in some particulars, a cruel system, we may be very grateful that you don't want to blow up a bridge to bring that about, but you are not a moderate, and we shouldn't treat you as a moderate. And if you're an alien, I think that we have to be able to vet for that in terms of bringing people into the country. And we should understand that we're not talking about religion. We're talking about political ideology with the veneer of religion. We don't want to give Muslims who are simply spiritual Muslims in the United States a harder time. I don't want to know any more about their religion than I want to know about anyone else's religion. But we have a long history in this country of dealing with totalitarian ideologies that want to supplant our Constitution. And until we understand Sharia supremacism as that, rather than as religion, I think we're going to continue to chase our tails this way.
Is this kind of clarity is why I come and read you at the National Review? Andy, thanks a lot. I will see you in a couple of days in Washington. It's great to have you.
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Hi, bye-bye. Andy McCarthy, Andrew C. McCarthy at the National Review, really one of the clearest thinkers on Islam and the law, and just a lot of clarity. All right.